It does look gorgeous. You've done a fantastic job.
It does look beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I like it.
All right, well, let's see how they fare.
We're here on B site.
Yeah, taking a look at the minimap. I mean, it's going to be a full B push here, it would seem, from the attacker. Slide forward.
Is there a new buff?
Already.
Or no?
All right, well, Dizzy over the top. So some blinds, but, I mean, as the defenders here, still don't have a spike plan.
Oh, you missed it. Little Wingman did the little jump across that skill jump you were talking about.
Oh, he did?
Planting the bomb back site.
The Wingman can jump over the gaps.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Well, that is incredible.
It is absolutely adorable.
Now just 2 players
be
left.
careful, my friend.
How do you think this map fares so far? Does it seem fairly balanced in your playtest as far as like attacking and defending side?
Is this
Very
vertical?
good question. From what we've seen, it is ever so slightly different.
Man, so far I like it. Not gonna lie.
In general, when we
Seems
do
fun.
look like on different
Phoenix
natural
playing
elements.
solo B.
You see the rocks in the
Interesting.
distance that you mentioned, and then also the street. Oh, a little play in mid here. And we're seeing a little bit of vents as well. So this leads you right into A heaven.
Okay, so breakable door, breakable vent to just be able to cut across and get yourself over to that A side from
Exactly.
I could have lost
yeah,
him,
so
man.
mid
I'm not gonna
control
lie.
is incredibly important on this map. Gives you a lot of leverage.
And you saw
You
there
can
that
plant in that
the
thing?
Jet held their spacebar to drift towards that rope. Is that necessary on that jump, or
No,
can you just make that?
you can make it as long as you press F.
Okay, got it.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't, it's GG. Wow, clean.
Clean.
Another B-side hit.
We're not getting
Ooh, the satchel.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see why that, you know, that mobility is so very important, but this is a great shutdown here from the side of Team China.
So fun
last one
fact,
standing.
this B main ramp that you saw, the smoke, it does not completely cover up the ramp, so there's still a...
But it is very high risk, high reward
Man,
when
this
it comes to
part of
actually
the
doing
map, I
those,
like it.
trick jump executes.
Looking
And
good.
we're seeing a part of the map here that I'm
Beautiful.
really curious about.
Details.
Mid. Like how
Looking
long
good.
it is, how wide and open
This
it
is
is.
very
What
nice.
was some of the thought process into making it that way?
Yeah, so that's also really intentional too. So this is
Oh,
very
the guy
luck
down
heavy.
the right is dead. How he died?
Intentionally
Either
designed.
you go all out or you go home.
Yeah, and it is designed for these aim duels.
New map
that.
is always so much.
Ones that, right now, Team China getting the better of.
Yeah, lurked out of B main up into this little corner. So you see him on top of that box in A main, so this is a really good way to look over that smoke.
Oh, watch this.
And here he goes with the TP on the bridge into the smoke.
Yo, they
Exactly
played that
what we
before,
wanted to
man.
see.
Oh, the timing on the Dizzy looking great.
Fantastic execute.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
And that is exactly what we
I
want
love
to see on
it.
this map.
From other squads in the past, I'm curious to see how that's all going to look.
Oh.
Respect for the play.
Vixwell,
So was
he pulled
ready.
it off the opposite time. He sees it coming.
Actually, no, he tried doing that again. Pro tip for players trying this map: if you're Omen, the trick is to actually aim above where you want to TP and not try to get it exactly where you want to go. It makes doing that play a lot easier.
Okay.
Okay.
There
Good
you
tip.
go. A word from the wise. Okay, we're seeing this neon on display now. Sliding all over the place. I'm just curious what the balance is going to look like between high mobility, but also, you know, a collection of agents, a team that is going to be able to just go for really nice set executes. And I think that something like, I don't know, Neon,
Nice flash.
Neon Jet, Neon Yoru with a
Make
breach
sure with the
play,
clutch.
just all sit back and you wait for the spike to detonate. Does it all play out exactly the same if you just go into one of the drops?
That's a good question. I think for ecos, we actually do see a lot of like mid fights. If you like 5 men hit it, typically you'll only have one defender
The new
there
skins, man.
to keep it safe, and you get a lot of map control by doing that. So you're getting
This one
right
is
into their
nice, man. I
spawns,
like
into
it.
their areas that
Weird,
they're,
but
they're sitting in and
nice.
catching them off guard. We're seeing a lot of snipers in general. So yeah.
So there's a lot of opportunities to take an ego and kind of turn it around on your opponent. There's a lot of
Omen is good on this
Now,
map,
like
man.
the spike, if it falls
Omen
on the side of the
knew.
map, that just comes right back up. I'm assuming that since we do have geckos in play, I haven't noticed if it's happened yet. If you were to accidentally send Dizzy off over the side of the map, is he just
Yeah.
falling into the abyss?
I don't
he's
think so.
gone.
It's gone.
It's gone
okay.
forever.
So
Oh.
gecko players got to be a little bit more careful with your lineups. Going to have to study quite a bit and make sure that you don't accidentally send something out in a panic, I suppose, because that is just you losing a major piece of utility.
And that's what we mean when we mention like we want our players to think a little harder about how they're using these abilities. We're adding this extra dimension of gameplay, this extra
Okay.
consideration they have to make
Ranking.
with every execute,
shot,
every
man.
play.
Uh-oh.
Here he goes!
Yo, look at this, man. Parkour, bro.
We got it!
Insane movement, man.
What a wingman driving.
And
Damn.
This plant backside is pretty strong when you play in B main.
There you go,
Forcing your
bro, with the
opponents
move.
to
Look at
jump
Trash.
across the skill jump
Yo,
here.
can you fall?
It's a very easy way to catch them off guard.
Oh,
Man, I
so
love
not getting
this
caught by
map.
the Thrash, but does get a nice headshot there from Dun King. So see if they're going to be able to get this 2v2 for the retake.
Oh, they got the wingman.
Yeah, he's on. Oh, cleared off.
This looks like a very
Old
team.
swing. Seems like International going to be getting themselves
Like I
7.
mentioned,
Yeah,
this B main
Love
hold
it.
is
very true. Oh, no.
Oh my god, bro.
gonna jump again.
What is this, man?
Risk, high
High
reward.
risk, high reward. Or
But like, what the fuck was he doing?
No room.
I don't
didn't
think
even
there should
try
have been
to
that much
jump.
risk in that
What?
one, to be honest.
that was by choice for sure. And like Al said, like we have all these
Oh
ankle
my
quarters.
God, man.
Everything's intentional. We don't want this
I
to
will
feel
get so
frustrating.
mad
It's
with
just
some people
adding
ranking, man,
extra
for
dimension
sure.
because our
Or they will
players
get
keep
with me.
bringing that
Who
ball.
knows?
Right. Yeah, I don't think that could be frustration at the map. Just frustration at your not pressing the space bar. But
Yeah, that's user error right there.
they're able to trade
Oh,
one
look,
back.
look a little bro.
Okay, we got him again.
Learn with the boss.
Yeah,
Follow
so
him,
using
man.
a dizzy to cross there is really smart
no.
because typically a defender will be holding you on that jump.
You should be able to stop a little bro, man. You know? Give him and stop,
Get
man.
away from him.
Too far. Plant safe.
It's all on Mixwell. Call it with you, Till.
Again, this is a really lore-heavy map. This was actually really fun, when we released Sunset last
Oh,
year,
boy.
it was really heavily influenced by Los Angeles.
Wow.
This one, we got to do a lot of stuff on our own.
I don't think I've ever seen aggression like this into B main.
I mean, you mentioned, talking about Sunset, yeah, that influence is
Man,
there. I'm curious
this
about
is
the
so
influence
fun,
for
bro.
this map. Was there anywhere
Easy jump,
regionally
though.
that came to mind when you were designing this?
Yeah, actually, this was like a really big challenge, right? Like, we had to intentionally make a map that it was very clear, like, what is the gameplay and, like, where are the areas that you can't get to.
Layout
Here it
of the
is, here it
map.
is.
Oh, are we gonna? Oh, he's there.
Oh my
rope
god, look
working
at
with a
this
bucket.
guy.
This is with a Bucky is an interesting choice.
Yeah, Moxie is just slapping.
They're
my
miles
God.
away.
If I died there, I'll
Just, like,
get
walking
so
to the
mad,
side.
man.
He's going to have to just try to
I
retake
respect the
with it.
gamble. I respect the gamble.
Gotta try.
Yeah, you said risk and reward,
He's
but
sitting
For
there.
how long these guys are playing
big
this
reward
map?
for it. Get shut down on the ult.
Man. But okay, so when
I'm gonna do that, man.
you think about, you gotta build a new map. How do you start with like the layout? How do you think about like some of the things you're looking to put into the map in terms of like, in this case we have like a really long mid, some of the vent, those kind of things. Like how do those form in your head and how do they come to fruition?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Well, but in the end, we wanted this to align a bit more with our core maps instead, and then
Wasn't he who died the first time too? No, it was
One
not
of the
new.
things that I
It
like that
wasn't
we
new.
have seen more times than I expected
Yes,
is,
way more.
is kind of just like, where you hit the, where you actually hit the depth when you're falling off the side of the map, what that limit is. So it seems like you have a decent amount of time to try to react. Like if
Jackal
you're
be so
playing
fun,
Jet, something like
Snap.
that, you actually slip off the side of the map to be able to get that updraft off. It's not like you
Jackal,
just are
oh, man.
instantly,
Yeah.
dead.
It's about 3 to 4 seconds, right? We don't want to make it. We don't want to belabor the point. Like once you
Oh,
fall
look at the
off,
shotty.
if you don't have any movement utility, you'll die within 3
One
to
for
4
what?
seconds.
Right. Well,
one
4
down
bullets.
here.
uh-oh.
Oh no, she tried to kill herself, man.
Take damage from their own shotgun
No.
at least, but
Mercy
now,
of time.
firm handshakes agree not to play Breach on this. No, or just, if you know the Rolling Thunder's online, don't go to B. Maybe makes them a little bit more readable, but good fight.
No, China with the comeback.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, you can see how, that round really shows how important that mid control is, right?
It
That
is.
Neon gets so far up there.
Looks like this is being watched for, though. Oop. Updraft peak.
Info.
Oh,
Not gonna lie, this map seems
finding it.
good, man. So far, it looks good.
We hone it in a little bit, try to figure out, okay, what does this look like? They actually take the map into consideration, trying to fit all their ideas into there. And then
The rope
we
lurk.
come in. Yep.
it might pay off. Oh, there's nice help, but there's...
Yes!
But now he's got to get out. Might need some assistance to get out of this position.
He's got the teammate holding him there. I can see the panic in the movement.
This is incredible.
I mean, this is exactly what we wanted to see out of this show match.
Right. It could maybe just, blast pack, jump off backwards.
Got his ult as well.
Oh, the smoke.
Give it a smoke here by Mixwell.
Again, it's really hard to sneak by.
Good team play.
You've got to commit.
And that smoke covers all the way into the vent too, so that's really nice to bail your team out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned that like no smoke is not too strong on B side, but mid gives you incredible power. Limiting that information, getting the early info on mid is so important. So sending that dart into back of mid or a fade eye can make all the difference for your team.
Have there been any harbor enjoyers like trying out some things with like the high tide and stuff like that on this map, trying to?
Actually,
looks
our
clean,
game
man.
analysis
This map
team
looks clean.
enjoyed using harbor a lot because his wave actually covers that B main choke, which
yeah.
the smoke does not cover.
Shut down.
Shut down.
China trying to fight this one back.
And fun fact that Bridge
China
is
with the
winnable, so
comeback.
you're able to-
Let's go.
Obviously, some of the boxes you're talking about is noted, but now way is cleared. Another run it back to try to open up the site even more. It's flashed up. This is looking like this is going to end up going Team China's way. 5
Yeah,
players
man.
alive.
Incredible comeback.
Well,
China first win.
The comms, home team advantage.
yeah, right.
Fair point. See if they can do anything to try to run this back. But money-wise, not looking great.
Yeah, they don't have money, man. They're broke. Woo, banking. Nice, nice,
Those
nice.
positions, get anticipated and not.
One, actually.
Really?
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
super
wall
strong.
can hold down a lot of space.
Nice play.
+1 to Cypher though too, especially if you're worried about Neon on the
Yeah.
other team. Like having those trips in like key locations
Right.
can, no pun intended.
Oh, look at this
really
Phoenix,
turn
man.
Yeah,
Crazy
of course,
guy.
If it's near a jump and you're trying
Gonna
to get
troll,
over
not
there.
gonna lie, man.
And like I mentioned, getting that early information in mid, we've actually been seeing a lot of people jumping that.
Okay, let's go, China. First win.
Try and see what's going on in there.
Makes sense.
Are there Cypher?
GG. The crowd, man, they deserve a win, man.
Team China in front of the home crowd, able to pick up the victory here over Team International. But what an incredibly fascinating map. I think we got to see a decent little bit of some of these things that you guys were talking to us about. But I think that there's also still way more to be explored here.
Absolutely.